Well, it's going to be a very difficult birthday for Raila Odinga, as the funeral service of the late Fidel Odinga will be held this afternoon at the All Saints Cathedral in Nairobi. Various dignitaries are expected at the funeral service, including high-ranking government officials. Fidel Odinga died on Sunday morning at his home in Karen. However, it is not clear what caused his death, and preliminary autopsy results were inconclusive, and pathologists have embarked on a second round of testing. Well, Sharon Momanyi now joins us live from the All Saints Cathedral. And Sharon, a somber mood, I imagine, at the cathedral ahead of the service this afternoon.
Edith, the mood here is very somber. It is very sad, and just around me outside the cathedral, guests are just streaming in one by one ahead of the service that is expected to start at the top at 2 o'clock, and all dressed in black, all expressing utter sadness, Edith, and it is expected due to the sudden death of their friend, family, the late Fidel Odinga, Edith.
Well, Sharon, I do know that it is a funeral service, but it's not just anyone's funeral service. So has security been heightened there, and who are we expecting this afternoon?
We are expecting top-ranking government officials, Edith. They have not been named, but Raila Odinga being the CORD principal, it can go without saying that we expect CORD members to join him, hold his hand, and condole with him during this grieving moment for his family. Security has been beefed up, very tight security, and guests are being frisked and thoroughly checked as they come in, both individually and with their vehicles. So security is top-notch, Edith, even as top-ranking guests are expected to join the Requiem Mass this afternoon, Edith.
Well, Sharon, could you please talk us through what is expected to happen when the funeral service begins right down to the end ahead of the burial tomorrow?
The service is expected to start at 2 p.m. as I had earlier stipulated. It will be presided over by Reverend John Mark of the All Saints Cathedral, and is expected to take 2 hours to end at 4 p.m. here. Now, yesterday there was a session for public viewing of Fidel's body, and that session is not expected to take place today. Members will not be allowed to view his body, as that was catered for yesterday. And the program also includes a session of paying tribute to the late Fidel by his friends, his family, and friends of the family, as well as political allies to former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. And this is just part of the send-off ceremony, which started yesterday by the public viewing. Today we have the Requiem Mass here at the All Saints Cathedral, and the journey is expected to come to an end when he's finally laid to rest at the family home in Bondo, which will take place on Saturday the 10th, Edith.
Well, thank you very much, Sharon Momanyi, for that story. Of course, she's following it for us and keeping tabs on the service, which will kick off, as she mentioned, at 2 p.m.